Сьогодні форум ТВ завітав до Cawthra Park Secondary School, де діти, вчителі, батьки передали кошти для фундації «Будучність» на підтримку України.
Okay, so welcome to Cawthra Park Secondary School. We are the fundraising team. We fundraise money for Ukraine, and we are very proud that today we're going to be giving the check to the foundation. And I would like to tell a little story how the whole thing started. When tragic events unfolded, it was heartbreaking, devastating, and very sad. And for me, it was very personal because I have Ukrainian background. And one day I was walking by, I was photocopying, and Miss Ann Cheng was in the office, and she said her student council is planning to organize a fundraising event to raise the money. And when I heard that, it was such a moment, such a heartfelt moment that I said, oh my goodness, I want to join and I want to also be part of this. But her kids were the first ones, the student council. You guys come out, so show everyone. Okay, come on. Where's the set? Okay, so there is that. So they were the first ones who actually started the whole thing. And Maria went to the organization, which is
the Sweet Temptations Bakery, and they donated 500 donuts for us. So
yes.
That was amazing.
So that was the starting point for us, and that's how the whole thing started. So we decided that okay, and then Miss Ann Cheng said like, okay, let's sell pierogies. So I said, okay. I know somebody, and we went to the Supreme Pierogies of Mississauga, and they said, okay, we're going to also help. So they gave us a dramatic discount pierogies, and we decided to sell them frozen and sell them cooked, and this is where the family and Cawthra moms, together with Miss Singh, joined in. They donated enormous amount of time to this because they came every single Wednesday, every other Wednesday to cook pierogies, and we're talking about 4, 5, 6 boxes, and that was like enormous task, unbelievable task, and we sold them, and kids had a chance to buy the pierogies, and the teachers bought pierogies, and apparently we all became like pierogies queens. So that's that. And as we were selling the pierogies, we were, and the kids knew what we were doing. So I formed a little Ukrainian team. Okay, so come forward. So this is the Ukrainian team that said, okay, we're going to kind of be in charge of the whole thing. So they are the ones who made posters. They are the ones who advertised around the school.
Once Miss Petro asked us and told us that the team was happening, all of us signed up, and we really wanted to do this because we wanted to be a part of something as well. And so at first we only had a couple people, but as the weeks went by, a lot more members joined, and we put up posters and we made these buttons, and we also sold pierogies and donuts every single Wednesday, and it was a really good time. So really happy about that.
For me especially as well, it's very personal because I have a lot of family in Ukraine. My parents immigrated here from Ukraine, and so when all of this happened, it was also very hard for my family. And so the fact that our school was able to organize something and raise so much money and make such a big impact, it really makes a difference. So we're really thankful about that.
So we joined the club after Miss Petro kind of put out an announcement, and Usa and I were kind of the leaders. We kind of organized everything, making the posters, putting up the posters. We spent weeks just in the library making these buttons, making the designs to sell. We sold quite a lot. And same with donuts and pierogies. We sold them every week, and we collected a lot of money from that. So we're thankful to be in this fundraising in the first place, but also to help other people. So yeah, thank you.
Марія, чому ви вирішили допомагати Україні?
В мене багато родини в Україні, в мене батьки з України приїхали, я вже тут народилася, але в мене є в церкві, я співаю українською, то я люблю Україну, то моя країна. І хотіла завжди допомагати Україні. Коли воно почалося, ми в церкві почали Fundraiser зробити, bake sales, і так само хотіли в школі щось почати. І коли ми Student Council то почали робити, і потім міс Петрикович так само почала нам допомагати, то коли ми ті і пампушки, і вареники, і кожен раз мене питали діти, коли ви будете, і навіть давали гроші просто так для України, щоб допомагати. І дуже щаслива, що ми таке могли зробити.
We host Springfest at Cawthra Park, where all of the art majors get together and we sell art and put on a showcase. And me and Bianca really wanted to do something to raise awareness because a lot of parents go that night. So we organized with the rest of the Ukrainian club to have a booth where we would sell coffee and donuts, and all of the art majors made artwork so that we could sell them.
Seeing you guys actually brings a lot of joy and a lot of tears as a Cawthra grad. I don't want to get emotional, but the beauty of Cawthra is that art, music, drama, dance came together and not only made a difference in the community culturally, but really made an impact globally. So your artwork, your efforts are truly appreciated here as well as in Ukraine, because BCU Foundation has several humanitarian programs to help orphans, to help humanitarian aid, to help even with orthopedic needs such as nails and plates and surgery equipment. I know that you've made an effort and a lasting impression on the BCU team, but we also have a little gift for you, which Mr. Bowering could add to the library collection. Back in the day, you had a photo lab. I'm aging myself because I know that everything is digital now, so there is no photo lab on the first floor. However, we'd like to present a photo book by a photographer who lives in Paris, Yuri Bilak, and it's of the Hutsuls, which is a community in the mountain region. I will present that to Ustad. And so thank you so much.
Я дуже рада, що моя школа, до якої я ходила, справді відгукнулася, і це показує те, що вони виховують наступні покоління молодих людей, які справді знають, що діється в світі, і вони готові допомогти. Тому що коли 15-літні діти збираються на якийсь прекрасний проект, це вже показує, що вони мають добру освіту, щоб продовжувати своє життя далі і щоб впливати на молодші покоління. Тому що сьогодні ми бачили 11-12 клас, але все ж таки ще є 9 і 10. Це є приклад старших учнів молодшим.
Part of the work that we do as the foundation was started over 20 years ago, and primarily it was work in the Ukrainian community and to give back to this great country we call Canada. One of the largest funds in our foundation, the Peterson Fund, is dedicated to authors, writers, everything promoting the proper history of Ukraine. And we had our first Peterson Foundation event last fall, just before the shutdown again. So we actually had a public non-COVID event. And what we're going to present you with is a couple of books, the winners from that competition. It's exceptional that a group of young people can get together like this to do something so important, because mostly, you know, you guys are characterized as somebody sitting in your phone and head down. This is a bunch of people not with their heads down, but with their heads up and actually understanding what's going on and wanting to make a difference. So on behalf of BCU Foundation, on behalf of our Ukraine Humanitarian Aid Fund, we're sincerely grateful for the donation that you are making. Thank you very much.
Скажіть, прошу, при BCU Foundation є рахунок на допомогу Україні. Куди зараз сьогодні найбільше потрібно висилати кошти?
Кошти найбільше тепер висилаємо гуманітаркою, але це є медичне приладдя. В Україні ми тепер бачимо, що Російська Федерація все цілком нищить. Там, де вони ходять, після них нічого нема. Люди мусять виїжджати. То також не тільки то тепер, що ми допомагаємо людям в Україні, а тепер є новий проєкт, що ми будемо починати. Помагати тим людям, які приїдуть до Канади, і їм буде треба або нічліг, або тільки приладдя домашнього кожного дня життя. І ми дуже-дуже вдячні, що ми могли сьогодні бути тут в Cawthra Park, і що діти так загартувалися і так багато грошей назбирали. Це дуже неймовірно.
Megan Monahan, hi.
Talk about your
Sure,
class.
yeah. So we actually, Anne Chang again came to me with a great idea for my fashion class to make these beautiful handmade sunflower pins. So we spent, some of them are over here, we spent about 3 weeks really cranking out like a lot of these felt sunflowers. The kids got to practice their hand sewing skills, but we sold them to the staff. Our initial hope was to sell them to everybody, but they actually took a lot more time than we thought. But we still were able to raise a good chunk of money to donate. And then, yeah, that along with what they talked about the art students as well was our contribution to the whole thing. So we were so glad to be able to see staff wearing them and the support throughout the school. And I think that, yeah, it was a nice way to contribute in our own particular crafty way, right?
Yes, absolutely. And it's interesting because, again, I wear my pins to every event that I go to. A lot of people actually come and ask, like, okay, are you guys making them? Are you selling them? Where we can buy them? So, guys, kudos to you, to the fashion class. Can we have a round of applause? Thank you so much for your time. This was very, very special, and you did a fantastic job, because other than that, people every time ask me, where can we get these pins? So now we're going to our moms. We would like to thank our parent community and Ms. Singh from the bottom of our heart for helping us to raise as much money as we did. Without them, we couldn't have done it. Because of them, we raised more than we could have ever dreamed. So we are so grateful for your time. We are so grateful for your hard work. And so our Ukrainian team is going to give you a little gift, okay? So that, you know, as our appreciation, okay? Okay.
Oh my, this is so beautiful.
Okay. Okay, so this is, again, a little memory. We have so many digital photos that get lost in our phones, and we sometimes forget what we did, and they just kind of, but this is a memory, and it will last forever. So if you have that spot in your house, you can put it up and remember all that craziness and all that rush that we've been through, how we cooked and how we made sure that everybody was, you know, got their pierogies. So thank you again, and we are so grateful. Thank you. Okay.
Our business class is a grade 12 management business class here at Cawthra, and we normally at the end of the class we have like a final project to do, and we chose to do something really big this year. It was to plan a carnival, and we had all these profits, and we were like, where's the best place this could go? It's, you know, obviously Ukraine. So we raised a lot of money, and we just ended up donating it to Ukraine because it's a good cause.
I think it really helped because it was such a big event, especially right after COVID. We had a goal of getting 500 students to buy tickets, and we skyrocketed past that. We made so much money, so many people came. It was this huge event back on the field. Everybody enjoyed it. Once again, especially after COVID, I think that helped a lot. And we raised a couple $1,000, so it was really, really helpful, I think. And I want to thank Ms. Chang especially, because as a class, obviously, we need one main leader, and we wouldn't have been able to do a lot of the things without her. She organized a lot of it, called so many places. Oh my God, she was always on the phone. But yeah, so thank you so much.
Cawthra Park community is really, really proud. And again, for me, it's very, very emotional, but very, very proud that we were able to raise $10,400. And we are proud that we can give this money to the foundation to support humanitarian aid and the people who need that money right now. I personally never dreamt that we're going to raise that much. I just said, okay, you know what, girls? We may be gonna do 2, maybe 3, but when the money just started kind of coming and coming and coming. And the most amazing thing is that people sometimes just gave without asking for anything else. So they just came and donated $40, $50, $60 and said, okay, just take it. And that was very, very special. So, so we are happy and we are proud and we are giving you this check. And thank you so much. So there it is.
Як довго ви робили цю збірку?
Ну, це було, Боже, ми почали in March. І це продовжувалося. Дівчата хочуть, вони хочуть робити це наступний рік. Вони хочуть давати, може, ми будемо робити якісь концерти, будемо щось інше робити. Будемо збирати також гроші на наступний рік. Но це було, ну так, all the way, I would say, to June, like end of June. The Carnival, він трапився коли? 8-го, і так. До цього моменту ми мали exams, kids мали exams, треба було wrap it up, everything. А так дуже приємно, що ми зробили це. Я також маю родину на Україні. Я сама з Чернігова, so for me this was very, very hard, very personal, especially at the beginning of the war. Я хотіла, щоб всі гроші, які ми зберемо, підуть до людей. Підуть напряму до людей. Я не хотіла, щоб вони десь лежали чи були I don't know where, but I really, really wanted the money to go directly to the people, especially for the medical needs, for whatever the people need right now, directly. And I know that BCU Foundation is amazing in that. I know they're going to take all that money and directly transfer that to people in need right now. And that's why we kind of thought about it, and I said, no, this is the best way. And I'm happy that we're doing this, and I'm grateful that BCU actually established that fund and is going to help us and to give the money to people directly in Ukraine.
We want to thank Ms. Petrovich and the entire student body here at Cawthra Park, the students that took part in this. It was an amazing event. They raised over $10,000 for a very worthwhile cause, and we're very happy as a school community that we can donate to this. Thank you. Cawthra!